Hello and welcome back everybody to the channel. Today, as you might have seen from the thumbnail and probably while you're watching, what we're going to do is have a look at some loadouts. This is not one I run all the time. This is just after speaking with a few people, and there's always a bit of conjecture about, oh well, I haven't got this hero, I can't do that loadout, I can't get that one, that one's an event hero, you can't get it from the collection book. So what I've gone ahead and tried to do is just make a cool loadout, a good fun loadout to run around with your garden variety heroes that you can either recruit or you can get right now in the store before the season runs out. So we've got about a week to get some of the heroes that are required for this build out. It's a fun build out, and we'll do a little bit. First we'll run through what they are and where you can get them from. Then we'll do a little bit of gameplay to show you what it's like and prove to you that it can be done. You just either need the gold or you need to be buying that flux, as I've said. And if you're a friend of the channel, you'll have seen a video a little while back about why that gold flux in the weekly store is important to grab every week. You shouldn't leave it in the store every week. You should buy it as one of the first things you get. So let's get straight into it. We'll have a look at the heroes and then we'll show you where to get them. Then we will go and have a little bit of gameplay. So firstly, we're going to start out with Seawolf Jonesy, who is in the item store right now. He's in the event store right now. He's been there for a few weeks, and if you haven't already got him, you should go over there and get him. He has Shockwave, Lefty and Righty, and Warcry, and his perk is he increases your shockwave damage by 55% and has an additional shockwave that activates immediately afterwards. So when we get into the gameplay, you'll see that. I don't know if too many people have put it up on YouTube yet, but it is fun and it's good to play around with. Second, we're going to go with Underdog, and here I was scratching my head over these because team perks are generally locked behind epic heroes. So if you don't have epic heroes, you're not going to have as many team perks. So I've tried to go for a team perk again on something you can get right now, which is Underdog, and that is tied behind Carbide. Carbide is in the Blockbuster event at the moment, and again, if you haven't gone through the Blockbuster event, then you're silly, because there are 2 heroes in there and a gun that you really should get. And at the back of the block, at the end of the Blockbuster event, you'll have a choice between 4 4 spy heroes, which we'll talk about in another video. Then we go down to grab this hero here, Bunny Brawler Luna, and if she looks familiar, she's also in the event store. So another one you should be recruiting. She's just straight out with gold. If you don't get her now, you'll miss out on a pretty cool perk, which is the standard perk there for her is explosive entrance. Shockwave drops 3 egg bombs, which each deal 54 base damage to nearby enemies. So when we get into gameplay, you'll see when I drop the shockwave and then he does a second shockwave each time, these eggs will pop out the side and explode as well, causing more damage, which is a pretty cool effect. Then we go here to Buccaneer Ramirez, which is another hero that's in the event store. You won't be able to recruit her, or I'm not sure if you'll be able to pull her out of the collection book later on, but right now she's in the store along with the other pirate hero that we're using, Seawolf Jonesy. So hers is hand cannons. Every 10 lefty and righty shots spawn a cannonball dealing 51 base physical damage. Our commander perk is every 5 she'll shoot a cannonball out. So keep an eye on in the gameplay when we pull out lefty and righty, there'll be a cannonball that shoots out instead of just bullets every now and then. Then we have Survivalist. Now, my Survivalist I have here in a minute came from the birthday event, but there is a Survivalist and he's a garden variety Survivalist Jonesy. My one is Birthday Brigade Jonesy, but you can get Survivalist Jonesy right at the top of your collection book in your common soldiers. He's one of the first you can get. Go over there, use your perk, pull him straight out, or it's just that. So just go and pull him out with your flux, and you can have Survivalist, because Survivalist perk is run in a lot of people's loadouts. So Survivalist eliminations heal you for 39 base health over 3 seconds. Duration refreshes with additional elimination. So you're in there in the thick of it, shooting, killing, shockwaving, and that's all contributing to bringing your health back up as you get hit. So he is almost a must in a lot of loadouts. You'll see a lot of YouTubers just throwing him in a lot of their loadouts. So grab him. And if you run him as a main hero, his eliminations heal for 117 base damage. So obviously a lot better as a hero loadout, but I don't like to run him as the main hero. There's other fun stuff to do. Then we go down to drop effect. Shock Trooper Renegade. And he's another one you can just go straight in and pick him up. He's a garden variety. Nothing special. Doesn't come from an event or anything like that. Just go and pick him out. Comes out of llamas every now and then. His Doppler effect decreases the shockwave cooldown by 24%. So you'll be able to be dropping that double shockwave a lot more often with this character. If you use him as your hero, it decreases by 56%. And I think from memory that equates to about 7 or 8 seconds in between shockwaves, which is bloody great. So you can swap him, and I think I put that in another video, you can swap him around with Seawolf Jonesy. Seawolf Jonesy will give you, as a standard perk, he'll give you the shockwave damage, increase your shockwave by 55%, but he won't give you the second shockwave jump. But if you swap those two characters around, your shockwave will happen more regularly, but it won't have the second. So you can toggle with those all you like if you want. This is just the way we're going to run it now because it looks a little bit more fun. And then in a pinch, and here we go again with another hero. This one has just appeared in the event store, along with, this is Chromium Ramirez, and I cannot remember the other guy's name at the moment, something Jonesy. But this is the one I would go for before Jonesy. Chromium Ramirez. Her standard perk is reload with an empty magazine, regenerates your shield for regenerates your shield for over 3 seconds. I'll get the commander perk, it goes up, but I don't know that anyone runs her as a commander. So she's in the event store right now too. So another one up there with definite heroes to recruit. What else we got there? We're just going to run Adrenaline Rush and Hover Turrets, which is pretty standard. So let's jump into a game with this character, have some fun, and show you how you can put together a loadout right now with readily available. Just collect a bit of gold, do a bit of grinding for gold, and flux. Let's go have a game. Alright, here we are with our first encampment over here. It's only a little one. But what I want to try out first is just this shockwave on this little group here. So we're just going to go up and keep an eye on the little egg bombs that jump out the side, and we'll have a look at what the cooldown is just straight off the bat with the team perk. Well, not the team perk, the perk to help us with the cooldown. Jump right in the middle here, and see the little double jump there, and we've got about an 18-second cooldown, which is pretty good for a shockwave. Pop a couple of these, and lefty and righty. Now you can see that cannonball every 10 just come pumping out, and the cannonballs have that bouncing effect where they'll bounce off the wall. So if I shoot this one, the cannonballs have ended up over there. Alright, so here we go. We're going to check it out. We'll jump in there with a shockwave straight up. We'll do it without Warcry to start with, just to see what it's like, and then afterwards, on the next one, we'll chuck a Warcry up and see what extra we get out of it. Let's start them up, eh? Get a few rounds, and then we'll do 2 jumps, and most of them are already gone. And let's get out lefty and righty and get stuck in. That little cannonball has a little explosive effect on it too, which is pretty cool. So far, for a freebie, and that's what we'll call it, for all except for, I suppose, flux and gold, that's all you really need for these ones. So pretty much a freebie hero, freebie loadout. Get to learn your little lefty and righty, and it will work out to be a really fun little build out. Obviously there's no going commando on this one, so whoop. Let's fight this guy over here away from the encampment. We don't want to get it both going on at the moment. Whoop. Not a bad little loadout to go against him. Okay, so let's now try this one. Oh, and we're going to have some other friends too. Why not? Let's get into it. Haven't got our lefty and righty yet though. We'll wait for our shockwave until we get a few more little heroes around, so little huskies around, so we can get the double effect on it. And there we go. Sort a lot of them out. Now we'll wait for lefty and righty till the next wave. Now that was pretty effective. We've got another little friend coming over here. I haven't got lefty and righty, so, but we'll chuck up our Warcry and give him a good facial there. Not bad. As I said, and you can hear that fire rate going through the roof because of Warcry. Okay, so we've got a big friend over here, and this is the last thing I just wanted to do this before we kick off and go back to and talk a little bit more. I wanted to show you what Warcry, maybe lefty and righty on this build will do against our big friend here. So let's get into him and see what it does. Listen to how quick that is. Dead as a doornail. So, I gotta say, I am a little bit of a fan of this build. I don't mind it at all. Let's go back and have another quick chat about it. Okay, so as you can see by that build and the gameplay, it's a good little build. It's free, pretty much. You can do it right now, as I've said in the title. All of the heroes are available to you right now. Like I said, without the exception of the survivalist that I'm using. It's just a different look. That's it. No difference. Just go and get the free one that's at the top. The other thing I will say is always load these guys up. I can go to 130. Obviously, my Jonesy's 130. So upgrade all these heroes that are behind as well. Don't leave them at one of 10. Don't leave them at 1 star or 2 star. Get them to whatever your main hero is. Upgrade them as well to that stat as well, and that will give you your, over on the left hand side there, you can see my health and my shield. If I was to put a 1 star guy in there, my health and shield is going to be a lot less than that. So no good just running a 130 in there, or a 106 or a 82 in your hero slot and having all these 1 stars behind, because it won't give you the same effect in all aspects of the hero: the health, the shield, the shooting, the works. And the other thing I will say, when you're looking at putting in loadouts in here, I'll just go to when it catches up. Yep, there we go. So down the bottom here, some people may not see it. Other people will just go, I know that. But in here, you'll see the little yellow circle with the warning sign in it, and it says requires a command with frag grenade ability. Obviously, Seawolf Jonesy doesn't have frag grenades, so it would be an absolute waste of time putting that guy, Battlehound Jonesy, in to help him out, because he'll give you nothing. No benefits to his perks at all. So, might sound stupid to you, but some people will put it in, go, oh, I like that guy, I like the perk, and they've failed to read the little yellow thing there. So all of these ones here that I have with little yellow warning marks on it, I can't use. Quickly have a look at the collection book, because I just wanted to make sure you understood what I was talking about. This guy here, Survivalist Jonesy, there he is right there. You can recruit him. Go across there, inspect recruit hero, And there it is, training manuals and legendary flux. The other guy that was in the store that was interchangeable was that guy there, Shock Trooper Ramirez, Shock Trooper Renegade. You can recruit him. Again, training manuals and legendary flux. Easily done. Then in the item store, go across there. In the item store, there they are. Oh, Diecast Jonesy was the other guy I was trying to find. But there she is, Chromium Ramirez. There's Seawolf Jonesy and Buccaneer Ramirez. All of those heroes in that current load I had, and you can see it was a pretty effective loadout. So that concludes what I was just trying to say. I'll put a couple more of these out, and I'll continue to put them out as time goes by on free heroes, things that you can put together, things that are in the event store that you can grab and you shouldn't miss, things that you can pull straight out of the collection book with flux and manuals. And there's the flux there. So every week, grab it. I should just grab that now myself. Grab this stuff every week, every chance you get. As I said, I hope this helps you. I hope you can share this with your friends and they can come along and this channel helps them out too. If you like it, drop a like, drop a comment if you want to see something else, if you want to see any other types of builds, any other constructor builds or ninja builds or stuff like that I might be able to put together and show you what you like or what you're looking for. And I'll see you in game soon. Enjoy.